Aloha everybody, and welcome back to the Kilauea Eruption and Leilani Estates update for October 5th, 2018. Tonight's update from the USGS represents a very significant update from them in the recent weeks. What's going to make this one different is that this is going to be the final daily update that they release, and for now on we'll only be putting out an update once a week, which is on Tuesdays. So what I'm going to do now is just simply follow the same general format, and we're going to get right into the USGS report first. The USGS reports for October 5th, 2018 at 8:47 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time. The current volcano alert level has been changed to advisory. The previous alert level was watch. Also, the current aviation color code has changed to yellow. Previous aviation color code was orange. The volcanic activity summary is as follows. It has been 30 days since lava has been active at the surface of Kilauea volcano. HVO monitoring shows low rates of seismicity, steady relative low rates of deformation across the volcano, and only minor gas emissions at the summit and East Rift Zone. These observations indicate that resumption of eruption or summit collapse is unlikely in the near term. Accordingly, HVO is lowering the volcano alert level from ground-based hazards from watch to advisory. This means volcanic activity has decreased significantly but continues to be closely monitored for renewed activity. The aviation color code is also being lowered from orange to yellow. Hazards are still present in the lower East Rift Zone eruption area and at the Kilauea summit. Residents and visitors near recently active fissures and lava flows should stay informed, heed Hawaii County Civil Defense warnings, and be prepared if necessary to self-evacuate in the unlikely event of renewed activity. Please note that Hawaii County maintains a closure of the entire flow field and the vents and prohibits access to the area unless authorized through civil defense. Residents are also advised of continued hazardous conditions described below. Recent observations. Volcanic cloud height. Only minor fume from active areas. Other volcanic cloud information? None at this time. Lava flow / dome. No active lava at this time. Lava flow. No active lava at this time. Hazard analysis. General hazards. Continuing hazards in areas of recent activity. Ash cloud. Not a concern at this time. Ash fall. Not a concern at this time. Lava flow / dome. No active lava at this time. Mud flow. Not applicable. Other hazards. Low levels of degassing, hot cracks, rugged, unstable new lava surfaces. Volcanic gas. SO2 emission rates less than 300 tons per day for the entire volcano. Lava flow. No active lava at this time. For the remarks, background and prognosis. Kilauea volcano has maintained a low level of activity over the past 2 months. The last summit collapse was on August 2nd, 2018. High rates of seismicity and deflationary deformation at the summit stopped abruptly on August 4th. Coincidentally with cessation of major eruptive activity in the lower East Rift Zone. Lava ceased flowing in the upper portion of the Fissure 8 channel system by August 6th, and ocean entries were inactive in late August. Active lava was last seen inside the Fissure 8 cone on September 5th. The total sulfur dioxide emission rates from the summit, Pu'u'o, and lower East Rift Zone fissure vents combined is currently less than 300 tons per day. Seismicity remains low across the volcano. Ground deformation continues, but at rates well below those during the period of major eruptive activity this summer. An exception is within the Middle East Rift Zone, where data shows evidence of reinflation between Pu'u'o and Highway 130. One interpretation of this signal is that the rift zone is refilling with magma following withdrawal during the 2018 eruption. An increase in this refilling rate or other change could result in new eruptive vents along any portion of the East Rift Zone. While it is impossible to say with certainty what Kilauea will do next, current monitoring data do not suggest a return to eruptive activity or summit collapse in the near term. HVO continues to closely monitor incoming geologic, seismic, and deformation and gas data for evidence of significant magma shallowing or pressurization that could mean the system was building towards renewed activity. This change in activity marks the first time since 1986 that lava has not been active at Kilauea's surface for a period of 30 or more days. The last long pause was 48.5 days between episodes 39 and 40 of the Pu'uo eruption. In the past 200 years, the volcano has experienced periods of quiet ranging from months to years with no eruptive activity. However, Kilauea is one of the most active volcanoes in the world, and additional eruptions will occur. Residents should remain informed of the volcano's status and learn about long-term hazards. Continuing hazards. Despite the diminished activity on Kilauea, hazardous conditions remain in the East Rift Zone and at the summit of the volcano. The lower East Rift Zone and Pu'uo lava fields include large areas of still hot, rugged, extremely sharp, and unstable lava surfaces that are subject to collapse. SO2 gas emissions have greatly decreased from lower East Rift Zone vents to a level below instrumental detection. However, local concentrations of SO2 or H2S may persist and are still reported in downwind areas, and residents may from time to time notice odors of these gases. Hot cracks degassing at low levels are especially common just west of Highway 130, and HVO will continue to monitor these cracks for changes. Around Fissure 8, thick accumulations of tephra hide underground hazards such as holes and cracks. Winds can pick up glassy and lightweight fragments including Pele's hair and carry them downwind. Tephra can irritate eyes, skin, and respiratory systems, so prolonged exposure should be avoided. New lava fields at the coast appear relatively stable based on helicopter overflight on 4th of October. However, no intensive ground survey of the new coastline has been done. Explosions near the coastline may still occur if sudden collapses expose the hot interiors of new lava flows to cold ocean water. HVO has received no reports that such collapses or explosions have occurred, but mariners should operate with caution around the new coastline and contact the U.S. Coast Guard with any questions. At the Kilauea summit, rockfalls and ground cracking can still occur with no warning. Steep crater walls destabilized by months of earthquakes will be prone to collapse for weeks or months to come, even without further ground shaking. As the summit continues to adjust to recent changes, additional and potentially damaging earthquakes are possible. Additional aftershocks from the May 4, 2018 magnitude 6.9 earthquake are expected. Hawaii is prone to earthquakes, so everyone should be prepared for damaging ground shaking at any time. At the summit, if significant draining of the magma reservoir resumes, more collapse events could occur. Alternatively, resupply of magma to the summit reservoir could lead to explosions or the reappearance of lava in the caldera. And finally, next notice. The Hawaii Volcano Observatory continues to closely monitor Kilauea's seismicity, deformation, and gas emissions for any sign of reactivation. As of today, HVO will discontinue daily Kilauea updates and will issue weekly updates on Tuesdays until further notice. If volcano activity increases, we will elevate the alert level for Kilauea. And that'll pretty much do it for the USGS report for October 5th. So, as you can see, there was quite a bit of information there covering pretty much every aspect of the eruption event. From my take on this information and other information that I've looked at, there is currently no information or expectation for the recent eruption to resume or continue. However, it is possible that in the future that a new event could take place at any time. As they said, we are living on one of the world's most active volcanoes, and eruptions occur, all the time, with and without warning. But currently there is no evidence from ground deformation, degassing, or any of the data points suggesting that any possible eruption is imminent or coming in the near future. But of course, as I've said, it's all subject to change without notice, and if it does, I will definitely update y'all as soon as possible with that information. With that said, though, this will most likely be the last Kilauea eruption and Leilani Estates update until something more significant happens. Even if their the weekly updates put out by them show, or doesn't show any information, I'm not going to do them. It would just become, kind of repetitive and boring, and I would rather spend that time, doing something else with Hawaii to show y'all. So, with all that said, if you like this video and you want to see more, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget the bell icon if you want to get notifications. And if you want all notifications of all videos that I upload, then don't forget to change the options on the bell icon to include all notifications versus just occasional notifications. And that will pretty much do it. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Y'all have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. This has been the Kilauea Eruption and Leilani Estates update for August 5th, 2018.